Hi guys, welcome back to my channel KL Low. Today I am recapping the final week of November's National Novel Writing Month Challenge, where the goal is to write 50,000 words across the course of November. If you've seen my previous videos, you know that I have been uploading weekly updates of how this challenge has gone. This one has come a little bit later as the month started on a Wednesday, so this last week has been 9 days. Let's get straight into it. I'll also be sharing things that I enjoyed and didn't like so much over the course of the month, along with things I've learned and advice that was given to me that might help you guys. But first, I want to say a massive congratulations to everyone that did hit the 50,000 words. That's crazy and I'm in awe of you. What an amazing achievement. Well done. I finished week 3 on 18,665 words, and week 4 was such an up and down week for me. I feel that I started off well, writing over 3,000 words in my first 3 days, and I also joined my first group writing last Friday, where a few people in my writing group hung out on Discord whilst we worked on our books. I was able to join in for a couple of hours, and I found that it was a really nice way to write, and I really enjoyed it. There were no expectations, we didn't do timed writing sprints, we were just there hanging out, having a good time. People were popping in and out over a block of time that we'd previously agreed on, because in our writing group there are members from all over the world, so people joined as and when they could. Then after Friday, things took a turn, unfortunately. I've had really bad vertigo that I've been struggling with the last few days, so I've been unable to focus on my writing or doing most other things besides work in the day. There was one day I did feel better this week, so I tried to do as much as I could, but I ended the month on 22,629 words. Although I didn't hit the 50,000 word count goal, I did have an original goal of 20,000 words, which I did hit. I got caught up in the excitement of this month and tried to go for 50,000. Obviously I didn't make it, but I'm still super pleased with what I achieved. I learned so much this month, and my biggest takeaway was that I actually don't like working under such a tight time pressure, especially whilst in the process of moving house. After day 1, I'd put a lot of pressure on myself to try and hit daily word count goals, which didn't end up working for me. The next thing I learned was to take on board the advice that people had given me. Halfway through the month, I got really burnt out and was feeling quite demotivated. The first piece of advice I got was to stop writing and switch to reading instead. So throughout November, I actually haven't read that much, but that weekend I took on board that advice, I stopped writing and I just read, and it was such a good weekend for me. I felt so much better for doing that. Then the second piece of advice I got was to go back to my outline and focus on the writing that really excited me. So I did just that. I moved forward in my outline, focused on when the magic started to happen, and started to write about that. I found that I was really passionate about it, I was being more creative, and the reading break also helped with that. I do feel that I'm still figuring out the magic of this world, but the more I write, the more ideas I have that kind of fit for my character and fit for the world around her. And because of that experience, I think I'm going to go back into my outline, look at the bits that weren't exciting for me, and rework those. Another thing I've learned this month is to not compare myself to others. Having joined AuthorTube and the bookish side of Threads, I've been watching other people's journeys, and seeing them hit these massive word counts was not so much demotivating, but it was scary that I wasn't keeping up with people. But I just had to keep reminding myself that we all go at our own pace, and that is totally okay. So don't compare yourself to others. Then on a side note, I've really enjoyed posting these videos and keeping myself accountable. Going forward, because my main goal is to finish book 1 by September, I'm going to switch to posting monthly writing updates instead of weekly. However, through the course of the month, I would still like to share helpful tips that I find and book content. And next week, I'll actually be posting a video of my process on developing one of my characters. We can go over that together, how I decide how the character looks, their backstories, which plays into who they are currently in my world. Overall, this month has been a really rewarding experience for me. I never thought I would have 20,000 words of my book right now, but I do, and I've met some really inspiring people along the way. I'm part of an awesome writing group that we're going to keep going past this challenge, which I think is fantastic. I won't be in a rush to join any monthly writing challenges, but I will be setting myself monthly goals, which I look forward to sharing with you. Thank you so much for watching this video and for coming along with me on my November challenge journey. If you've enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe, and let me know what your writing goals are for the new year. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.